I'm here with Kelly Ormond. She's a member of the Social Issues Committee, and she's here to talk about germline genome editing. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, my pleasure.
So first off, tell us about the policy statement regarding this.
Sure. So about a year ago, we were really beginning to feel how important CRISPR-Cas9 technologies were in changing the way we think about gene editing and our ability to manipulate our genome. And as part of our thinking in the Social Issues Committee, we really try to imagine what's going to be happening in the next few years and create position statements on things that we may have ethical or social implications. So we decided that germline genome editing was something we should really be considering. So about a year and a half ago, we've got a work group together consisting of about half scientists and half bioethicists and health policy researchers to think about this on a broad scale. And we do have a statement that's forthcoming at this point that looks at all of the issues from both a scientific and ethical and social perspective.
I imagine there's a lot of angles to it.
There are. And of course, one of the biggest angles is that genome editing is still so new, we don't know all the ins and outs of it. We don't know how risky it might be in humans. We don't know how the implications may be in terms of off-target mutations. And so we still have a lot of data that we need to collect. And that's really one of the primary reasons why the first point of our statement is that it's not appropriate at this point to do germline genome editing in the attempt of a human pregnancy.
And how is this sort of being received by the community?
Well, we've really only floated it for the past several months. It was first announced as a preliminary draft in May at the European Society meetings, and then we've gotten member comment. I think it's very consistent with what other societies, including the National Academy of Science, are saying. But I think our second point probably is a little looser than some societies where they would like to have more of a moratorium. And we have said that we feel that basic science research, as long as you're not attempting to culminate in a human pregnancy, is appropriate because we think we need to know more.
Absolutely, and you can talk as long as you want, but it's really the action that will give you some answers, I imagine.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's that and it's the stakeholder engagement with the general public across the world that I think is the third key piece. So once we know more about the science and we know more about what people think, I think we'll be well positioned to make some decisions about what we sort of as humanity feel should happen with this.
Definitely. And how have members been involved with developing the policy statement?
Yeah, we thought it was a very important area to get member feedback. So we put out a call for member feedback on the web back in June. We got 27 members writing in, which I hear is a large number for these sorts of things, believe it or not, for a society this size. We did have a few members who felt like due to their own moral beliefs, they just couldn't support it, but that was the minority of responses, and overall I think we got a very positive response to the statement.
Wow, very interesting and definitely groundbreaking work.